This is going to be a part two. It's technical difficulty. So I'm going to begin it again, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Harakakwadash. All right, double honors to the elder apostles of Grand Millstone. All right, enough respect to you brothers out there preaching this word. All right, Shalom. But anyways, this is part two. America did away with the draft 51 years ago, waging its many wars and interventions since with an all-volunteer force. Yeah, and like I was speaking on before it started messing up, is that they basically kind of forced, people to, join in on this force, because really, that's one of the only ways that people see out, so to speak, is to, join the military. That's like one of the main ways to quote unquote get out. Join the military. Go to college, things of that nature, right? Yet the military is one of the biggest ways to really just up and change your life, because you can go from just being a regular, just a regular person, and you give it a little bit of time, and you really doing some, extra stuff, man. And you're gonna see a lot of people getting drafted coming soon, men and women. And so, like, yeah. I'll figure out why it keeps doing this. But for now, I just have to keep. It says, but all volunteer is a misnomer. Americans aren't lining up to serve, and the AVF is really an all-recruiting force. Its previous annual recruitment of about 150,000, mostly young Americans who are individually located, pitched, and incentivized to serve, comes at considerable effort and expense. So it's costing more for them to try to recruit these people. And no matter how much money they put up, okay, it's getting hard to basically push people, into this war machine, so to speak. Yet the Lord is gonna make it happen anyways. You're gonna have different people that say, "No, I ain't serving in the draft." Shit, you gonna serve in that draft? It is going to happen. All right, it says the U.S. got through 2 foreign wars in Iraq and in Afghanistan. It says a war with Russia, China, Iran, or North Korea, which you might as well put "and" right there, would be an entirely different proposition, with the possibility of more casualties in a few weeks than the U.S. suffered in the entire GWT. So that's, and you might as well change a few weeks to days, because the number of people that are going to be perishing soon, man, it's going to make these different, Iraq, Afghanistan, Operation Enduring Freedom, these different operations, the names are escaping me. These different operations, it's going to make it look like a cakewalk. It says, but as crisis overseas multiply the immediate existential threat to the AVF and ultimately to U.S. security is at home, there aren't enough Americans willing and able to fill the military's ranks. Three of America's 4 major military services failed to recruit enough service members in 2023. The Army has failed to meet its manpower goals for the last 2 years. And that the Army is at its smallest since it's been in 1940. The Navy and Air Force missed their recruiting goals too. The Navy failing across the board. Woo! The Marine Corps was the only service to achieve its targets, not counting the tiny Space Force. But the Marine success is partially, I guess. I'm just gonna have to keep doing this so I can figure out. Okay, but due to structure cuts, all right, Marine recruiters have nearly 19,000 fewer active duty and selected reserve slots to fill today than they did as recently as 2020. Yeah, so basically they fell in their recruitment. Recruiting challenges have impacted the reserve components even more severely than the active duty force. And the Air National Guard, Air Force Reserve missed their recruiting targets. The Army Reserve missed theirs. Navy Reserve missed theirs. Yeah, and see, that can happen too. The IRR, Individual Ready Reserve. Damn. Let me just go ahead and get some scriptures. All right, so you have an IRR, which basically you can be pulled to active duty involuntarily. All right, and then they make you deploy again, man. So looking at 1973, they had 700,000 IRR. Now they only have 76,000. You know, that's crazy. You know, and then it shows all the qualifications and things aren't being met. And I'll go ahead and put the link in the description box. I'm going to go ahead and get a precept that comes to mind before it starts messing up again. All right, so this is Jeremiah 50:13. Because of the wrath of the Lord, it shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate. Everyone that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished and hiss at her plague, speaking about America. Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about. All ye that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she hath sinned against the Lord. So the Lord is going to put the spirit on all these other nations, right, to basically attack this place. Shout against her round about. She hath given her hand. Her foundations are fallen, her walls are thrown down. For it is the vengeance of the Lord. Take vengeance upon her, as she hath done, do unto her. So now all these other places around the world, now they recruiting. You know, you got farmers gathering up arms, and the scriptures speak about that. Let the weak say I am let the weak say I am strong. Joel 3:10. Beat your plowshares in the swords and your pruning hooks in the spears. Let the weak say I am strong. Yeah, so these other nations, they starting to feel themselves because they can see that this place, okay, it's not meeting its recruitment goals. It's poor. It's deteriorating. This place is just cooked. It's through. Okay, it's through. Now we're just waiting for the MOTB to rear its ugly head. All right, everything is falling, into the plans of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. The Lord is doing everything perfectly. He's doing a perfect work. Okay, we have to wait upon that. So with that, Lord's will, you are edified. Call halal Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem HaRakakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, GMS, once again, who rule well and teach well, and the sincere salutations to you hopeful elect. Right, Yahweh Shem Yahshua Bahashem HaRakakwadash. Barakathum to you brothers. All right, and just continue to look for prophecy. Prophecy is popping. All right, prophecy is popping. These people, they can't hide it anymore. Right? You can see that everybody's just through. Okay? And we know what this is going to lead to. Okay? We know that this place has an end and that our Lord is coming back to save the elect of the nation of Israel. All right, shalom.